So have you been disturbed by the LGBT indoctrination that's been happening in schools up and down the country, your school near you? Well, an organisation like Just Like Us is one of many organisations which are pouring resources, pouring training into our schools, and I want to tell you about some of those things that they're doing. Most of us have heard of Stonewall, but Stonewall has inspired multiple organisations like Just Like Us who have the same LGBT ideology at their heart, wanting to persuade children and young people to embrace the rainbow identities. And where it's going a step further now is in targeting faith schools, because they see that often people of faith and those in faith schools don't buy into the LGBT and gender ideology. One of the things that's happening is that Just Like Us are giving lots of examples and role models from different faith groups, particularly Christians, that mislead children to believing that those of the Orthodox Christian faith, or Jewish faith, or Muslim faith, from that matter, that they are totally congruent and in line with gender identity and LGBT lifestyles. They show models of these young men and women who are supposed to kind of demonstrate to the children, this is what a Christian gay man is like, this is what a lesbian Jewish person is like. And they use these stories to mislead the children that actually the faith perspective is in line with the LGBT gender ideology perspective. One of the other aspects of Just Like Us is their resources fill every subject of the curriculum and every age group, from singing LGBT-friendly songs with 3-year-olds to learning about Anne Lister, who is Gentleman Jack, looking at her coded writing where she's expressing her love for another woman, and the children will be being asked, can you see how she's expressing her romantic love for another woman? So talking about love and sex and sexual relationships, lesbian sexual relationships, through the medium of English, normalising and stirring up this kind of thinking in every subject area, including English. As with all these groups, Just Like Us are promoting allyship amongst children. In other words, you must be an ally of all these things that we're saying and doing. If you're not, then if you're not an ally, you're an enemy. And that's the way that many children are discovering that they've got issues at school, because they're saying, no, but I'm a Christian and we don't believe in gender identity. We believe that God made male and female. We believe that sex should be between a man and a woman in heterosexual lifelong marriage. These things, if you're stating those things clearly at all, you're seen as not an ally of the new LGBT ideology. What can we do? We must be praying for our schools, we must be praying for our children, and must be raising our voice, asking our children what's going on in their school, finding out from the school what's happening, read the newsletters, see which organisations are coming into your school. It's quite possible, Just Like Us, will be doing things in your school or a school near you. And so raise your voice, make complaints if they're doing things that are inappropriate, things that are against what you want to be passing on to your children in terms of relationships and sex and what gender is all about from a Christian perspective. Complain, raise your voice. Also get alongside other Christians who are working in the school and support them in their work.